Hey, it's Garland, and here's a thought to help you live empowered. The silver lining in the cloud is gratitude. One of the most down-to-earth pieces of advice for happiness that I've ever read is in the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible's Old Testament. The writer was one of the world's most wealthy men, and he tells us that true happiness is found in the most simple and mundane things, the meaningfulness of work and learning to love yourself. Being happy with who you are and what you have. The brain research into gratitude shows how expressing our thanksgiving turns on what I call the happy juices in our bodies. That's dopamine and serotonin. And expressing gratitude also takes that edge off of that excitable, fear-activating regions of the brain's amygdala so that we're not unnecessarily jumpy and reactionary. This matters because our fear centers turn on the chemicals of adrenaline and cortisol that help us survive in the short run, but when they're left unregulated, they make us jumpy and anxious, which can make us sick and unable to think clearly. Why do we think that seeing a world full of problems is just being realistic? I've heard people say that. Well, I'm just realistic. Well, what about seeing the bright side of situations? Isn't that just as realistic? Looking for that silver lining of gratitude in an otherwise negative event helps us to respond to life's difficult moments more effectively. And when you see the world through eyes of gratitude, well, you start to find some of those hidden gifts in places that, well, you didn't expect to find them. And I admit, sometimes I feel like exclaiming, what's the use? As I throw up my hands in frustration on the verge of quitting. And I've been there, I've been on that cliff a lot. And then I turn the phrase into these moments to ask the self, hey, what is the use? What have I learned that I can use to improve my situation? How do I use this situation to learn and grow, to reframe the situation into an opportunity instead of an obstacle? And often, I turn out to be grateful for the experience. Living empowered means that every day should be Thanksgiving Day, a day to count our blessings and to be grateful for so many things that we take for granted. We can be happy if we've decided to. Our choice. So that when life gets a little cloudy, look for the silver lining of gratitude, because that is the empowered way. I'm Garland McWatters. Unleash the creative energy of God love to make the world around you more wholesome and joyful and soulful. Enliven the heart, enlighten the mind, encourage the spirit, and you will enlarge the expectations of living in yourself and in others, because that is the empowered way. Subscribe to join the empowered, and then share the good news.